Good morning. Today is Monday, September 4th, 2011. I'm interviewing Dhrubo Chakraborty. Interview is being done in New York. Dhrubo, tell me, what's your desh? What desh kothay?
Bangladesh.
And in
My
Bangladesh?
hometown is Isharganj, which is in the district of Mymensingh.
Mymensingh district. It's a little bit north of Dhaka.
North of Dhaka.
So, did you grow up in Isharganj, or did you have any village, or you always?
No, I grew up Isharganj, but we have a hometown in another district, which is in Netrakona.
Netrakona district. Yeah. Do you have a village? It's a village home or a town home?
It's a village home.
And what's the name of your village?
Ashujia.
Ashujia. Have you ever visited Ashujia?
Yes, I did.
And can you tell us, how is the environment like? How is your house like? Whether it's a brick building or wooden building?
No, it was a big building. Huge farmland.
Okay.
In front of the house is a huge pond.
Okay.
In fact, there are 2 ponds in there.
Okay.
And we still have that. We still have the farmhouse.
Okay.
But there is no home in there anymore, except one. The guide caretaker, he's there.
Oh, he's there.
Yeah.
And do you go and visit?
Yes, every time I go home, I visit there.
Visit there?
Yes.
But did you ever live in that Ashulia gram?
No, only during the summertime we used to go there with my parents. And
parents?
Yeah.
Used to
maybe a couple
summer.
of times. Couple of times we were there.
So how was the society like there in the village?
In society, there is basically there are 2 Hindu families in there in the whole village. But there is one big high school in that village.
Okay.
And compared to our country standard, this is a very old high school.
Mm-hmm.
What's
the name?
Ashujia JNC High School.
What is JNC?
I forgot the name. One of the Hindu guys, he built that. He built the school and he left. He left to during the partition.
Partition, he went to India, but before partition, he built the school.
Yeah.
Did you go to school? That's there?
No, I went to school in Isharganj and I.
What was my school? What was the name of your school?
Visheshwari High School.
Visheshwari High School. And how far was it from your home?
It's not far. It's around maybe quarter mile, less than a quarter mile.
So how did you used to go to school?
We used to walk.
Walk? Okay. Yeah. Now, how was your house like in Isharganj? Was it a big house, small house, brick house, wooden house?
No, we have a big house.
Okay.
It's not a wooden house. It's a
concrete, brick and concrete.
Brick and concrete house.
Who used to live there?
Everybody. We have a joint family. We used to live with our cousins, my uncle, my brothers and sisters.
Okay. How many brothers and sisters you had?
We have 9.
9. And what about cousins?
We have another 8.
8. So, and your parents and your grandparents used to live there too?
No, my grandparents used to live there also, yeah. But I haven't seen my grandparents. They passed away before I born.
Okay. And your name of your father?
He is Dr. Dhrubo Chakraborty.
Doctor. He was a medical doctor?
Yes, he was.
Yeah. And what about your mother?
No, my mother is housekeeper.
No, what's her name?
Dhrubo Chakraborty.
So, how was the society like you lived? Did you used to, was it a very peaceful, or did you have tensions? Did you have mixed area?
Actually, when I was growing up, I haven't seen that many Hindu family. Mm-hmm. But in the whole town, used to belong to a lot of Hindu lawyers and doctors.
Okay.
Because during that time there was no court any other small town. Isharganj used to have one civil court.
Okay.
So there used to be lots of lawyers. In fact, what I heard, there are around 300 lawyers used to be in the town.
In the town, it's a small town, right?
Yeah.
How many people approximately?
Now, maybe you say around 60,000.
60,000. Okay. But Bangladesh standard is not a big one. It's
no. I'm talking only not only the whole Upazila. I'm talking only the
town.
Yeah,
towns.
only the town.
So So how was it? Did you used to have celebrations? Did you have to mix Muslims and Hindus used to mix there? How was the life like?
When I was growing up, I didn't see that many celebration Hindu and Muslim together.
There were Hindu celebrations, puja and others.
Yeah, there are a lot. Yeah, there are a lot of Durga pujas, Kali pujas, and all other pujas.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what about Muslim festivities? Used to be there.
Yeah, it still.
There used to be, but
Yeah,
they were not. People were not invited into each other's.
Yeah, they used to invite not mass level, just
Okay.
only close friends.
Close friends.
Close friends.
So you finished your high school from Westbury.
I finished my high school in Westbury.
And then where did you go to school?
I went to Kisharganj, Guru Dayal High School.
Kishoreganj. That's the neighboring district.
Neighboring district, yeah.
Guru Dayal High School or college?
Guru Dayal College.
Guru Dayal College.
Guru Dayal Government College.
How far is it from your home?
It's around 30 miles. 30 miles
So
from my house.
So did you used to live there?
I used to live in a dorm over there.
Dormitory. Oh, I see. You had a dormitory there.
Yeah.
Dormitories were mixed or divided. Hindus, Muslim.
No, the name of the dormitory was Wasimuddin Muslim dorm.
Dorm. So you used to live in a Muslim dorm.
Yeah.
Okay. So it was a mix then.
It was mixed, but the name of the dormitory was a Muslim. No.
Somebody, a Muslim benefactor built it.
Yeah. No, it was built by the Guru Dayal.
Guru Dayal.
Yeah.
But
the gentleman was a fisherman, and he built that college.
Oh, really?
Yep.
So how did this Ghiyasuddin, you mentioned the
Wasimuddin. I think he was the one of the principal of that college.
College. So they named one of the dormitory. But it was a Hindu dormitory or mixed dormitory?
Mixed dormitory.
Okay. All right. Now, and so you finished college there, and then did you do further studies?
No, then I moved for higher education to Philippines.
Philippines. You finished your degree from there?
I finished my civil engineering from there.
Okay. Manila?
Yeah, in Manila.
Okay.
Then I moved to New York to do my master's.
Very good. What field was that? New York?
In environmental engineering.
What a nice field. Now, so when you grew up, was there a peaceful time for Hindu Muslims, or were there any tensions ever?
Yeah, when I was going to Guru Dayal College, that was not the peaceful time at all.
Really?
Yeah.
How so?
Because during that time, Ziaur Rahman was the president in Bangladesh.
Okay.
So
in the 1990s.
It was
80s.
The 80s. It was the Ershad and Ziaur Rahman was the president.
Okay. Yeah, 80s and 90s.
Yeah, 80s and 90s.
Okay.
So Hindu had a very hard time, even though people has a perception when you are Hindu, you belong to the Awami League group.
Yeah.
Even though you are not affiliated to any political parties.
So, but were there any victimization of Hindus?
Oh yeah.
Was there any victimization? You Hindus?
Oh yeah.
Was there any victimization? Have you seen any by yourself? Have you?
Oh, what they used to do. In our hometown.
Isharganj.
Those people during this BNP government.
Bangladesh National Party. Okay.
They used to throw a stone
Stones?
at the middle of the night in our house.
Really?
Yep.
Oh.
And I remember one time we had to, the ladies from the house, we have to move it to other town.
Other shelter
into the bigger town in Mymensingh.
Really?
Yeah.
Did anybody get hurt, or this was just property damage?
It was just only the property damage, but some of the people which are not affluent, they have to leave the country.
Really?
Yeah.
This was that bad. Then terrorism was really serious.
Yeah.
Well, so other Hindus were also attacked, also treated badly.
Treated badly by the Muslim fundamentalists. Yes.
Okay. But of course, BNP is not considered fundamentalist, but they behaved, for they're fundamentalists.
That is correct. That is correct.
So, because otherwise in the Western nations, we say they're very tolerant and all that. But in real life, for you, it was really... Any other incidents you can recall?
Oh, there is an incident everywhere, every day in your life.
How so?
Like every time you want to talk, they will say you Malaun.
Malaun?
Like it's like you are a non-believer. You are
It's a
kafir.
derogatory word, Arabic word for non-believers.
Non-believers.
It's a very derogatory and very bad words. Is it common? Everybody? That means people. Is it used on a regular basis?
Oh yes, all the time.
All the time.
All the time.
Has it changed, or is it still?
Oh, it's getting worse now.
Really?
Oh, compared to when I was in first year college and now, it's much more worse than.
Have you visited lately? Have you visited?
I visited in 2007.
So it's been very recently,
Very
4 years ago.
Yeah.
When, so what do your family feel who are still back there? Do they feel safe? Do they feel? I mean, they're. Is there any? What do they feel?
You know, you can't really compare. You know, in our family compared to other minority group in the whole town.
Okay.
Somehow, because of my father was a physician, and compared to Bangladeshi standard, we are little bit affluent than other minorities.
We are better off than
other people.
Yes.
And but if you talk with other people, then that's the time you're gonna get the fact how they are doing.
And what do you think they say to you? How are they doing?
Okay, let's take this way. All those Hindu, they used to live the part of Isarkans, all those villages. They are leaving the villages and coming to the Isarkans in the town.
Okay.
So why they're leaving? Because they don't feel safe over there in the villages over there, and they're moving to Isarkans.
What is the main complaint? What kind of insecurity they feel?
Basically to grabbing their land and evict them from their home.
Okay. Eviction from their home.
From their home, from their village home.
For ancestral village home.
Yeah.
Living. How many generations your family lived in Australia?
Ashujia?
Ashujia?
Oh, it's a long
time. From time zero.
Yeah.
Now, coming back to that, what happened? Do you know what happened to your? You're probably not born in '71 during Bangladesh independence. Well, what happened to your family? Were they in? Do you know?
No, we moved it to as a refugee to India.
Oh, you
our family.
You were born before 71.
Yeah, I born before 71.
Okay.
I was very young. I was 2 years old, so I don't remember.
So, but they fled to India.
Yeah, first I remember they fled to our village home.
Okay, Australia.
Ashujia.
Ashujia in Netrokona.
Yeah, in Netrokona. Then from there, they left.
For Meghalaya.
From the Meghalaya, yeah. I remember I heard from my mother. They used to walk for 30-40 miles to
get to the border.
Go to the border.
Yeah. So that's really, and then they came back after 71, after liberation.
After the 71, then we don't have any more. Our home was pretty much everything was destroyed.
Everything was destroyed.
Yeah.
That was really shocking. And probably you would know, where did they receive any help from the government?
No.
No help. So you have to start from zero again.
My father has to start from zero again.
Yeah.
Yes.
Your uncle? What did your uncle used to do? He was a doctor too.
No.
Okay.
No, my uncle he was not a doctor.
Okay. Have you ever heard of what was your relationship like in the colleges with your Muslim friends?
When I was a student, I used to involve. I was very active in student politics.
Okay.
So every time, because I was belong to Bangladesh Awami League student group.
Okay.
Every time there was some sort of program going on, what they used to do, first they used to issue a arrest warrant only to the minorities.
Okay.
So I have to go. I was not able to sleep in my house. Every time there was something, the people used to come and looking for me.
Okay. Oh, really? It's
that
bad. While you were in college?
While I am in college.
You are
Because that's the
basically
time, yeah, I was very young.
teenager. You were
Yeah.
a teenager. And they were after you just
After-
because you're a Hindu.
After him, because I am a minority
Okay.
in my, you know, in my,
In my hometown.
In my hometown,
In your
yeah.
country.
Yeah.
Did any time they were able to catch you?
no.
You were ahead, one step ahead of them.
Yeah, I have a good friend of mine, Muslim friend. He used to always help me out.
Help me out. You used
Yeah.
to stay in their house,
I used to go into their house. Basically, I used to move to the bigger city.
bigger city.
Yeah.
Okay. So at certain level, the relationship was cordial when you were within the party, but
Within the party, it was very. Some of the within the party, it was cordial. Yes.
yeah. But when you're not identified with the party, your life was a hell
Oh, my life was miserable
because you're Hindu.
because I am a Hindu and.
But do you think they used to treat Muslims differently than you were?
Oh, definitely. Definitely, they don't go there to arrest Muslim people. But they have to first arrest the Hindus, those who are involved in politics, and then they goes to the Muslim.
Okay, so you were. Any other incidents that you come to your mind? The incidents of insecurity, damage, casualty, when you grew up?
Oh yeah, I was before I left Philippines. I was one time I was attacked by the Islamic fundamentalist, and I was stabbed 13 times.
Really?
Yeah.
Yourself?
Yeah.
Where?
And I was in Dhaka.
Dhaka city?
Yeah, I was in a hospital.
Dhaka city?
Yeah, I was in a hospital around 3 weeks.
My gosh, I'm glad that you're back on my.
Yeah.
What year was that? Do you remember the
Yeah,
date?
I remember it was in 1985, sometime in January.
January. And where were you when they attacked you?
I was coming from dinner from in our hall. There is a medical college, Dhaka Medical College.
You used to live in a dormitory
Yeah,
in Dhaka?
I used to live in Jagannath Hall in Dhaka.
Oh, so you went to Dhaka University too?
Yeah, part of it.
Oh, you did. Okay, so you were coming out from your hall.
And that's the time that I was being attacked by the Islamic fundamentalists.
Oh, right within the Dhaka University.
It's in the Sohid Minar, what is the monument for the language movement monument?
Yeah, across the university.
Across the university.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. So right there.
Yeah.
And were you alone or there were other people with you?
I was alone.
Oh, so how did you get to? And did they catch the culprit?
Not really, because it was dark.
Oh.
And
Listen. Here also, if it's dark, people go after. There are ways to find out.
But they don't look for them. If it is Islamic fundamental people, they don't look for them.
Okay, this was 85, so it was during Ziaur Rahman's era. 85. No.
It was not
Ershad.
It was Ershad.
Ershad era. Yeah. Now.
No, it was Ershad, and Prime Minister was Mizanur Rahman.
Yeah. Now, who took you to the hospital?
A friend of mine. Because I ran away I came to the Jagannath Hall, and they took me to the hospital.
So you're conscious? Did you?
No.
So,
I was conscious up to the hall, then up to the dorm, then I get up.
oh, they took it. So how long did you stay in which hospital?
Dhaka Medical College.
And how long did you stay there?
Around 3 weeks.
3 weeks, boy. So you're a really very blessed child. So
Oh,
you
yeah.
had a life,
Yes.
second life. So
Yeah.
that's really nice. Thank you God for that. Now, any other thing that comes to your mind of discrimination, atrocity, or other thing that you just mentioned?
The most thing is bother me. My school headmaster. I don't know that he used to joke or used to mean that. He used to tell in the class that when you will be leaving to India, so that we can take your home.
It's a headmaster in your Kishorganj school.
No, Bisheshwari High School.
Bisheshwari High School.
And he was a good friend of my father too.
That was a Muslim.
They're Muslim.
Muslim, headmaster Muslim, friend of a good Hindu, asking Hindu's son when you're leaving, but presiding in a school which is built by a Hindu.
Yes.
So isn't that the irony?
Oh, yes.
He is really. Now, you know, we're at the bottom. Sorry. You have been to India, West Bengal? Have you ever been?
I have been once in my life.
Okay. But you know a little bit about West Bengal. Now, have you ever thought why Muslim minority from Hindu majority West Bengal have not left to go to Bangladesh, but Hindu minority and Muslim majority Bangladesh have fled to West Bengal or India?
Because I think they don't have enough discrimination between Hindus and Muslims, and then being a Muslim in India, you get a lot of privilege.
Really?
Even the Muslim government, even though you are a Muslim, the government help you to go to the pilgrimage. They some sort of subsidy.
Yeah.
I think
It's a Hajj pilgrimage.
Yeah, Hajj pilgrimage.
Yeah.
And they have the minority quota to getting a government job.
Okay.
But in Bangladesh, we don't get anything.
You don't. Okay. Have you ever heard of anybody benefited because of partition of Bengal? Any group, Muslim or Hindu, East Bengalis or West Bengalis, peasants or rich, has anybody benefited because Bengal was divided?
No,
Bengal.
it's only the horror story.
Okay.
Because all those people from my hometown, basically, they left to India. The wealthy people, wealthy educated people, left to India as a refugee and started their own new
But
life in
anybody
India.
benefited? But they were hurt. But did anybody benefit?
No.
Okay. Not even Muslims.
Some Muslim I only know one Muslim family. They migrated from somewhere in Bardhaman, Asansol.
Yeah.
When they migrated, they have a exchange of land,
Property, okay.
exchange of property. He get enough property, so I think he get benefited. Then
What about Bangladeshi Muslims?
Bangladeshi Muslims is always benefited because they can get this Hindus land. Basically, without any.
You just mentioned nobody benefited, so I'm just.
Oh no! So I think I didn't get you right. Muslim people get benefited in all the benefit they get because they get all those Hindus land.
What about West Bengali Hindus? Did they benefit? West Bengali native Hindus, Gotis, did they benefit? Because
No,
the
they are the
indigenous
loser
people-
because there are more people, Hindu people, going into their country. So
Okay. This is a question I have asked everybody. So, what do you think? Can Hindus and Muslims or Muslims and non-Muslims live together?
it is possible. It is possible. But in the present situation, though it is in Bangladesh, it is impossible unless the government takes drastic rules, change the rules and regulation and not only the rules and regulation to implement those. There are rules and regulation there, but no government implement those rules and regulation.
You are able to socialize with Muslims in New York or non-Hindus.
Yes, I do.
It's possible. Now, I'm almost at the end. Is there anything else that I didn't ask that comes to your mind that I have not asked? Is there any other question, anything else that comes to your mind? Worth mentioning?
What I feel every time I go home, what I feel is like all those houses, my friends, Muslims' houses I visited in my hometown, that used to be all those houses still now, the way the construction is still there. It used to belong to Hindu lawyer or
Hindus,
Hindus.
whatever,
And then
What happened to those?
those you will see that in Hindu people they sidur in front of the door. Then you will see that they're erasing those things. Then I think like this used to be once upon a time. It used to be Hindu's house.
Sure,
And
sure.
it's no longer there.
So they were not. So those Hindus and Muslims weren't able to stay together.
No.
Yeah. All right. So thank you very much for your time. I appreciate your trip and have a
Thank you.
wonderful day.
Thank you.
Bye.